Almost ready. Almost ready. Okay, so welcome to the stream. Give me 1 second. Everything might be in check. Okay. Welcome. My hands are broken again today, so sit in the right way. Okay, so today I've been thinking about restarting Bolt again and recording what I do as a tutorials, official one, that I will put on the Somnium Space Guide website. At any moment, if you have suggestion or question, please use the chat in YouTube or Twitch. Sometime I can make custom tutorial for you if you have difficulty with something. I'm also on Discord, question and answer channel in voice chat. So let's start OBS. I will reduce myself big. Let's reduce myself. There. Small way. Small one. There. Okay, the sound look good. Perfect. So I will record with OBS when I think the tutorial is to be recorded. Okay, let's look at this. Somnium Space Guide. Specific window. Okay. Where's my face? I think it's transform. Stretch to screen. Ah, it's behind. No? Behind? Where are you? Why are you? This window. Sometimes it's tricking me. Okay. Where are you? Let's see, why are you not helping me. Hmm. Huh. Nothing is there. Okay, let's restart this.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Let me just play with pretzel. Ah, that's very sleepy song. Let me change the station. Um, okay. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. How are you going, Utwalard?
Good, how are you doing, Denebro?
Good, good. Good, good, good. Trying to configure my OBS.
What are you gonna do today?
I've been... since Bolt is very complicated and hard, I've been thinking... I think I mastered it enough yet to start making real tutorial. So I've thought about making them here. And maybe you can help me for the part that are... You know what is complicated about it. So
Yeah,
did you make some... You start made some... You start making some advancement, right?
yeah,
So I've been thinking about making tutorial about the code itself and basic feature. Sometime maybe just print screen would be enough. And I would post all this in the Somnium Space Guide.
awesome.
What my...
Yeah, I'm transcribing the player object right now.
Hmm,
Almost done halfway through.
transcribing? Oh yeah! That's the big... You mean the local player object, right?
Yeah, so it's easy
It's
for us to like
gigantic.
see.
It's like
Yeah, so
2000 line of object and component.
yeah,
I
I'm
tried to...
halfway through. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I got it.
I did a print once. It was like big, as large as this leaf, and it was doing all this map of long. It like there was probably thousand of line of component and gain object. Yeah, but it's good. We will know
Yeah, I'm
where
gonna
are when the
debug it.
ensure are. Are you put? Are you also
I'm doing everything. The numbers, I'm starting to see that there's like a pattern. I don't know what the numbers on the side are. But yeah, the numbers and the
Oh,
tag and the
oh,
layer
that
too.
the number is the depth.
The depth, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, and I guess that's how I will have made it. My debugger is a little less complex. It's not as advanced as is. Um, okay, why the C face doesn't want to be there? I guess it's fine. I will just do without it. Eh, so sad. You don't want to. There's nothing. You don't want to be there. Oh no, that's even worse. I got it.
What's going on?
It's game cap game capture doesn't work somehow. Specific window. Yes, I don't know why. Maybe it's not in the same window? Ah, so much stuff to learn.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just... Ah,
Yeah.
let's try something else. I think window capture doesn't work. No, it will not detect the background. It's fine, I guess. I will do without. Okay. Bye bye, hyena. think because I'm using Streamlab, I'm always somehow using maybe the game capture. I don't know. Oh, this is so weird. Oh, I can record. Ow. Yeah, that would be that would be good. Just sad because I create this thing here. Can I copy this? Copy and paste in another software? Like, I'm not sure.
Everyone's done it once.
I'm like, it's not the same software. Text. I guess text. Today show. No. Just new. New text. Okay. Somnium. Somnium guide. Tutorials. I will start very soon. Don't worry. It's just details. Since I'm,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Creator Sunday, so as long as it's creative, I guess it's fine.
Take your time. It's fun day Sunday.
Yeah. I'm making this label for my. I want to hide my bar here because it's just disturbing. It's none of your business. I'm joking. I'm like, where is? Oh, okay. Okay, background color. Dark, like my soul.
At least you have a soul, man.
It's not working.
I never got one.
Ugh.
Never
You-
picked
go-
one
go-
up.
go
On
to-
my way in.
Go to the convenience store. They sell two for $3.
Yeah, right.
Use Google font. Huh? Nimble and challenging. I don't care. Color. Oh. No. What? No. Where? Yes. How this work? Ah! I will show you what I'm doing, and there's nothing hidden here. So I'm like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, trying to
Somnium
make
guide
this.
tutorial.
Oh, don't no. I want to redo what I did here. Look, it's pretty. It's pretty. Yeah. Why do we have so much stuff to learn?
Learning never ends, my friend.
I know. I don't want to stop learning, but still.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Ah, got it now. Yay. It worked. Oh. Yeesh. That's big. Okay. No, that's not what I want to do. Ah. Sorry. Can I zoom? I guess it's fine. Okay. Properties, and then I add some space. Space. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but it's fine. Good. I think I have gradient. Yes. Gradient. Yeah. No. Bad sliders. Bad slider. Don't like the spaces I add. Okay. Bad slider. Okay. Background opacity. Okay. How does it look now? Let's test this.
It looks normal. Hey, it looks good, bro. I see it up there. Somnium
Hyena.
guide tutorials.
Yeah, so I just need to don't forget to remove that now. Oh, I can duplicate this. Sorry. Duplicate. Somnium guide tutorial. No, if I sorry, my bad. Sorry. Ah la la. And the remove. Now it's that. And if I go here, I'm in tutorial mode. Yay! Good. So I will use my beautiful word as a test subject. Sorry, I cannot stand this. Those. It's just too intense. I think I can play with that. Oh, that's better. With those beautiful ugly trees, and with this beautiful ugly grass.
Beautifully ugly.
Yeah,
Look at
post
it.
processing. Oh, the post processing have to be on post process layer. Word first item. Post processing. No, my bad. Word upload. Post processing. That's good. That's good. Word. This is a building. Could be inside the word, but not. Optimize tree. Optimize tree. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. How? Wow. It's beautiful. There's leaf in your room, in your house. I will remove that. Yeah, you can take the brush and remove the grass where you don't want it. Pop, 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 pop. Now it's better. This will be my Somnium guide word, I think. By the way, this horses and silence are in open sea. I'm joking, not a joke. It's I think I prefer it yellow. It was red.
I like the red.
Oh yeah?
Looked like a strip club.
Oh my god, I'm so gonna change it. Now that you said that. Damn. No, not there. Good, okay. Let's make a little thingy, you know? If you want to go to the ocean, you know?
A path?
Yes. No, this path is stupid.
A path to nowhere.
You know how path work, right?
No,
You
tell me.
always follow a stable ground. Like so you will
Exactly.
you don't want to go up and down mountains. You want to contour them. And this tree have to perish. How
What do you
I-
mean? You don't want to go up the mountains. You have to contour them.
I want to remove this tree. I'm like tree density. Okay, press the tree, good. Then mass place tree. Uh-oh. No. Tree height. Edit mass. No. Refresh now. How do I delete trees? I like
You
what?
hold shift.
You think? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you hold shift and click.
Thank you, gozaimasu. Look at this skybox. It's beautiful. And I will do something that everyone always forget. Safe ground.
Yeah, I never put
3D
save ground.
object. Plane. This is to prevent you to suicide.
Like a net.
Let's not talk about details. So you put it just under the ground, and remove the visual part. Where's my arrow? It's here, just a little under. So if you fall under for some reason, you can come back by teleporting or jumping if possible. And you remove the rendering part. Doop. Remove component. Just the mesh collider. Convex? What? That can be convex? Oh. Never mind. Ah, you know what? I think it's more efficient. I just saw it. Look at this. This was a mesh collider. So let's add a 3D object. Cube. Okay, if people will want to suicide, they can go further. Okay. And I think it's easier for the physics part to collide with box, sphere, and capsule are not mesh collision. I think it's something else. It's just a fast way to do the thingy. It's just easier to collide.
How come you can't use mesh colliders with skinned mesh renderers? Like with animated
Repeat,
stuff.
please.
Can you use the mesh colliders?
I don't think. I mean, you will need dynamic
animated.
physics, and I think it's either way super expensive in performance, like really,
Right.
or not possible. I'm not sure. I think it may be possible. But
I've seen everything like
it's very
you
complex.
use a capsule collider.
Oh,
can't-
capsule?
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
you
yeah,
wanna make
sure.
a character and like.
Oh, you
never
mean
use
you mean
the-
using a bunch of capsule collider to simulate the character physics?
I mean, yeah, that's what's done right now, right? You can't use a mesh, that mesh collider thing.
I'm not sure, man. I think
'Cause I tried,
think it's
you can't.
possible.
I don't know. I tried it. And you
I mean,
can't.
if you
Doesn't
edit
work.
the data inside the mesh collider, that's possible, I think. I think it's strongly you know when people say not to do something,
Right. Don't do it
discourage.
at home, right? Yeah.
Strongly discourage.
Don't do it at home.
Yeah. So let me explain to you. There is two type of collider, you know. There is the convex one and then the mesh collider. Let's say surface and volume collider. A volume collider will prevent you to be inside, so it will always push you out. A surface collider will always prevent you to go through. But if the physics is too slow and you go through, you will be inside. And it's not... The physics will say, oh, fine, you're inside. Okay, stay there.
So wait, can you repeat that?
There's two type of collider. It's very important. There is... I will show you. So, let's create two new object. Two sphere. I will show you the two different type of... Oh no, box. Okay. 2D object. Cube. Let's delete the rest. We don't need... Not delete, I mean disable. Directional light could be on Word, I think. I don't know.
Denevro, I have a question. Can you make the player object in Bolt become a child of another object? So let's say I wanted to make a platform that moves without the player falling off. Can I have it so that when there's a collider, the player
Oh, if
becomes
you
a child?
want, okay, you want to put the player a child as a platform?
Yeah, so that the player doesn't
Oh.
fall off.
I encourage you to try, but you may break everything.
Oh, okay.
Since,
I'm gonna try.
I mean,
I'm gonna
if
do it.
Somnium Space is trying to access something by hierarchy, you will break every script that's based on that.
Well, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, you should. You can try, but I don't think it's the right way to do. I think there is a better way. If I will be you, I would add I will match the speed of the avatar from the platform by accessing his rigid body.
Okay.
See what I mean?
And
So
then
when you
matching the
matching the speed.
speed of.
So if you touch the platform, the speed will be matched. So you just add every frame you add you match the speed. I mean,
So, but wouldn't it like it will move when I move the platform? Like it'll just follow me around, so I can have like a platform. That's an
wait,
interesting
what do you
idea.
want? The platform following you or you
No, I
following the
want it.
platform?
No, no, I want it. You know how like when you jump on a thing, right? Right? You fall off. If it moves under your feet, you don't stay on it. You fall off, right? I want it so when the thing moves, you stay on it. So I was thinking of making
Yes.
the player a child of the object. So while the platform is moving, the player would stay on the platform. And then when they get off the platform, when they like leave a collider, they
Yeah, I
stop
will
being.
say you will have to test it. My
I will.
instinct tell me there's probably a lot of problem doing this, but I cannot tell it like this.
Yeah, I'm not
Probably because of
familiar with
script,
the.
and I think a matching speed technique will be better.
Yeah, I have to become more familiar with the player object, which I'm doing now. Then I'm gonna
Oh, I
do it.
got it. Match for having a matching speed, you you need a system of following. Yeah, following system, not matching speed. More following system. Yeah. That's better.
What's the following system?
Okay. A following system, instead of saying to the subject, be exactly there, or have exactly the speed. If you do this, you will have a lot of trouble. If you say be exactly there or match this speed, when you will move on the platform, it will be very weird, or it maybe not even work in some direction. Or you may teleport too. So the thing is, you have a target to be. The target, I don't know. You have a target to follow, and your speed will change to follow this target. I mean, I don't know. There must be a way to be on a platform and match the speed, but it may be complicated with the moving system from Somnium. So please try the thing you said,
Yeah.
hoping it will work, because by default, in games, avatar moving objects are always at the root of the scene. They are never under something. So it may create problems.
Hmm. Cool.
I wonder.
Yo, how about this? How about when you jump into water, you have a collider there, that's a trigger, and then it plays the sound of a splash. And when you exit the collider, you can have like another splash. Would
Yes.
it be annoying? Do you think it would be annoying?
If it's very
Trying to
subtle,
imagine.
no, because
Yeah.
immersion in realism is in the subtleties. You know.
Could you have a particle spawn from maybe like the waist of the player to make it look like a splash?
I guess yes, but if you exit very slowly, you will have a splash too. So it should be
Hmm.
proportional to your speed.
Cool.
Okay, let's go with the collision tutorial. Okay, so there is two type of collision. Let's say in Unity, you have volumetric collision and mesh collision. So let's say mesh collider cube. Let's say that look fine. Can I see it? Okay, so on the left you have a cube that the collider is mesh. So every triangle is collidable, and on the right it's only a box that have volumetric collision. So you have volume and surface. So let's try
So
something fun now. Um,
can you like talk
sphere.
about the difference between volume and surface?
I will
Earlier you
show
were
you
saying
instead.
that volume pushes you out of it.
Yeah, I think it's different mathematic way to do it. And you cannot have all the, I mean, those are basic shape: cube, sphere, and capsule. Mathematically, it's very easy to do the collision because it's super simple shape. If you have a very complex volumetric shape, I guess it will work differently. Um, Okay, I have a ball here. I will add a rigid body. Rigid. And I will lock it on most of the axis, but not the Y. Okay, let's start that. Hoping there's no bug. Okay, so I have my ball here. That's falling. So this is the convex. This is the... you see, there's no difference. Both will do nice collision. But on the right is volumetric collision. You go... I try to go inside it, and it will fall out. Now I lost my ball. Okay. You see?
So that's on the right is volumetric.
Yeah. So it's impossible to be inside. Impossible. The
Once you
mathematics
go
will
inside, it doesn't.
the mathematics will pull you out. You in Somnium you can see this effect on sometime when you go inside an object and it pull you out. And if I go here, it's very easy to go inside because I move so fast. Then between the two frame, I was before this way, after this way. You see? So the collision only appear when your item is inside the surface. You see? Oops. Okay. So this technique for mesh is the only way you can do it. For convex, oh my god, I don't want to make this too complex. So let's say you have those two types. So you will say, why won't you always use the volumetric one? Problem is, if you have a too complex shape, it's impossible to do volumetric collision. Either way, you will need a lot of those basic shape. That's gonna be annoying for you, or you will need your shape to be convex. I will just teach you a little faster what is convex. Yes. Okay, so in Unity, only convex shape can be a volumetric collider because it's impossible to do. It's just mathematically impossible to do it. I guess. Let's suppose it's impossible with concave. So you remember we learned this at school. Concave, convex. The easy way to understand is you can put 2 points inside the surface of the volume and they will always see each other in any possible combination. In concave, there's always a place if you put 2 points that they won't see each other, you know? So it's mathematically complex to understand the volume. That's very simple. So if you have any basic shape, cube, sphere, pyramid, cylinder, it's all convex. So I can take this mesh collider and transform into convex. So now the box collider is equivalent to the mesh collider since it's already convex, you know?
Yeah.
Let's use something else that is not. Ah, there's shoes here. Okay, somehow. So this is the shoes collider mesh. If I want to force it to be convex, it will look like this. Because this is the closest convex shape that is close to those shoes. You see?
Yeah.
So to do volume, there's another way. You could separate your mesh into convex collision, like you separate into convex object. I don't want to work too much on this because you maybe not care as long as you don't go through the walls. We are here to learn, I guess. It should be learning Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So this one is convex, and now the same mechanic will be there. You see? But it's the same thing as surface. If I go very far, in my first place is here, and the second one is under, I will still go through. You know. But this is rare. You have to go very fast for that. And to prevent this, there is even mechanism called collision continuous. But this is just for fun that I show you that. I think now it's it's hard to explain to show you because this is not a good case. But normally in one frame it will be impossible to go through any surface. with continuous collision detection. Speculative. I don't know that much, but anyway, it's fine. Everything is fine for us now. Okay, enough playing with ball. Good. So, I was just explaining all this. Oh fuck. Sorry, I just swear. I swear I'm not gonna swear again. Okay, so let's see this terrain. It have to be surface collision because it's definitively convex. There's not even concave, sorry. There's no even volume in this, so you see. And terrain collision is dynamic, by the way. It's very efficient. I think. I will stop talking about that. Okay, so I was just saying that if you want a lot of collision, you can use basic shape like box, sphere, and capsule because they are easier to compute. Probably. Okay. I don't like this word.
Why?
I mean, it's floating. Make me uncomfortable.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Ignore it, I guess, for now, because it's not the purpose of the stream. Okay. Now that stuff makes sense. Word update. Sorry, upload. Where is my 360 preview? 360 preview. I want it to be like front here. Okay. This grass doesn't cast shadow. it annoys me. Post processing. Ambient occlusion. Bloom. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So, let's start the stream. Let's start the tutorials. I have to close this first. Okay, so I will start with Bolt. Bolt general coding. So, sorry, I did not make a plan for today.
You're okay, bro. Let's do some bolt. Why don't we do that thing where we make a splish splash every time you jump in like a water?
Since it's tutorial, I was maybe more thinking about generic. There's so much to learn about the code itself. I'm just thinking about the format. I guess I will just go freely. Okay, let's go. I just need to be inside my folder. I don't like the folder system affinity. It's very hard to use. Creator Sunday, Word Sunday. Oh yeah, this music is YouTube free, so it will be fine. Welcome to Somnium Space Guide tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to. Oh, by the way, maybe just yeah. For now, I will ask you not to talk when I'm doing a record. Yeah. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
I will just make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it. Ah.
Yo, can I actually just like watch? Can I like?
Sure.
I'm gonna get off and and I'll let you do your thing, bro. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, bro.
Output. Welcome to Somnium Space Guide tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you the basic about using Bolt in Somnium Space worlds. So let's start. Here is a basic project with a terrain, a little building, and there's a skybox, and it's not very complicated. So we have our word upload here with word config, and by default you will have the scene variable. I put it under here because it has to be somewhere. Scene variable, I will explain it later. So I have my word game object, everything inside my word is there, everything visual. Post-processing that contain the post-processing effect. So this is my scene, and this is my scene folder, word son. It's not very organized, but we will have to play here with our script. It's important to organize. Trust me, if you don't organize now, you will be in pain later. So, first thing I want to teach you is the basic about Bolt. Let's create a game object. Here. I want it to be close to me. Okay. So, to add Bolt scripting, select the game object, add component, clear this, Bolt, flow machine. It's pretty much always what you will use. The variables I will explain to you later. And your script is not yet created. So first things, I will go on my folder here. Right click on something that is here, not on the void. Copy, show in Explorer. I copy my path and I close the window. I return here, press new. I will press my path, past my my link here. Control V. Yeah, this is my folder. Bolt, fit one. Please use. I will suggest you strongly to use explicit name, because when you have test33, you don't even remember what it's doing. Even if just a test. I'm not sure yet what I will do, so let's let it like this. So, and you can see my Bolt script is here. There's nothing interesting on the inspector. When I click on my game object, the script is here. You can put a title, but it's not mandatory. Okay, you can either press edit graph here or on the script, but I would suggest to you game object, edit graph. Okay, so here by default, you have start event, update event. Let me explain you how Bolt flow machine is working. It's very simple. Like in Unity C# coding, when you start a script, you have an event that will execute code. And the update is the start of the script that it's execute every frame. For example, one of the most basic thing we want to do is someone go into a trigger and then something happen. Let's say player detector, and maybe rename the script to player detector. I think it's easier to work with real case example. Good. So what do we need to detect a player? Right now, the best way we have is inside your script, add a cube inside the game object. This will be a collider to detect a player, but you will not interact with it. Now, we don't need the visual part. Remove. Let's place it here. Let's make it bigger. Nice. Even bigger. This will detect a player that is stepping here. The player entering inside this. Good. You have to click is trigger. This is important because a box collider there's two ways of using this. Box collider, by default you will interact with it. You can step on it, you cannot go through it, you cannot go inside it. If you check is trigger, now it will enable an event. You can go inside it, you will never know there's something there. It's invisible and you cannot feel it. Second thing, this have to be on layer triggers. This is for better physics handling. If you don't do that, you can still step on it for some reason. Good. Now we return on the code. We need to access this thing. So on my player detector here, I will add a variable. Trigger box plus type collider. I drag and drop my cube here. Okay, let me explain to you why I did that. To have access to something in the game from your script, the best way is to tell to the script which object I want to have access. So you see this player detector. I say to the player detector game object, hey script, you can use this cube of this type of this name. And you don't have to find in the scene where is this object. So now in my script, right click, collider. Sorry. Variable. Get object variable. The first type of variable you need to learn is object. Object variable refer to every object or things from the game that you link on the script. So it's like the inputs of the script, if you can understand this way. Player detector inputs are those variables you will add. So in my get variable object, I click here, trigger box. Now I know I can have access to this and check what I can do with it. There's color system with both. Orange mean text, green mean generic type. Since a variable can be anything, it's always green. So I click on the dot here, I click there, and I can see a bunch of, it's not really what I can do with it. Since I know already what is the type of this, let's see the variable. I said to it box collider. Let's switch to collider, something more generic. Sorry about that. So the variable is called trigger box. The variable is the type collider. So I can type collider here. Collider. So what can I do with a collider? I can get the bounds, it's like the size. I can enable it, disable it. I can check if it's trigger. No, sorry, this is just if it's a trigger or not. I can material? Huh. Oh yeah, it's for physical material. It's not very interesting for now. Anyway, we won't use it this way. But we can edit. If you go on the cube, trigger, the box collider, we could edit those things right here. We can pretty much edit anything you will have access by the inspector, or read or write. So you remember when I said those green box was event? This event happened at the start of the scene, I think. Then it can execute code. The update event is execute every frame. You can do logic every frame. You have other event on enable. You remember how you can enable and disable a game object with the little checkbox here? This will trigger this event. Clicking off will trigger on disable. Oops, sorry. Turning it on will trigger on enable. There's few other events you can use like this. But for us, we will more care about start, update, and another one. For the physics, on trigger enter. On trigger exit. So if you enter in this specific trigger, you remember trigger box? It's a collider. Whoop. Now I tell to this event, if this trigger something physical enter inside it, execute this code. Same things for on trigger exit. Let's do a simple test. You will understand. So I want to add another cube. Now let's change for a sphere. This will change color when we enter in the trigger area. I will remove the collision of the sphere, we don't need it. Okay, how do I change the color of the sphere? For this, let me explain to you. First of all, to change the color, you have to access the material. But you cannot access the material directly. To access the material, you need to access the mesh renderer. You see here, the material is inside the mesh renderer. So I have to reference the mesh renderer of the sphere. I have to reference the thing that displays the sphere to my script. So let's add an input to my script, or a variable if you prefer. Sphere renderer. Mesh renderer, the type the name doesn't matter. The type matter. And none, I have to drag and drop the sphere. Here. Now, in my script, I can use this sphere. Renderer. Let's have fun with this. You remember get variable? I can copy paste this one. Get variable object. Because I'm accessing an object directly in the scene that have been referenced to my script by the variable that I call also inputs. I will change the name of the variable I'm using to sphere renderer. Good. So let's say on trigger enter and don't choose the other for now. The green arrow is called flow. The green arrow represents, let's say if there is code execute, it has to be made by this arrow. So since this is an event, the arrow is enabled and code can be executed. I call it the instance it's moving and it's executing code, like a little ball that is moving and executing some code. This one doesn't have arrow and this one not, because they are called by something else. They are used, it's like tools. This is a worker, this is a tool. Let's say, easy. I will click on my arrow and I will do run mesh renderer material. I'm not sure it's an action. I just want to do material. Okay. Space material. Don't want to come. Oh, I think I understand. Since I press on the arrow, I can only search for nodes. This is a node, this is a node, this is a node that can execute something. So I will just right click on the void and do mesh renderer. You see there's an arrow here, so I can go inside and search for what I need. Material. Oh, good. There's materials, because you can have multiple materials in an object. So an object can be made of multiple matter, you know, like gold, iron, or anything else that have texture and stuff like this. But what I want is the first one. It's like a basic way to get it. Okay, this one. Material without S. Mesh renderer, material. So, with this, I need a mesh material first. Mesh renderer, sorry. That I already link here. So, it's this one. Sphere renderer. I could have called it mesh material. Mesh renderer. Good. Now, I want to change the color of this material. Oh, material is there. Color, set. Material, color. You can see the title here if you want to find it easily. You can just repeat what you see. You see material, color. Material, color. You can either way use, I would propose use this one if you have default material. Just material, color, set. It's the easy way to do. Oh, there's an arrow. So this executes something. So my flow have to go there to there. So the event happened, the flow is moving, and it is executing this thing. To execute material color set, we need a material that we take from mesh renderer. That is obtained by this variable. So let's put it red. Okay, but sorry, green. And we want the color to return white after a few seconds. So right click, timer. This is a default block, very nice to use. Just connect to the start. I will copy paste this. You can either way copy paste the 3 blocks or just relinking this again. It's the same thing, but you see, it can be annoying to have cable everywhere. So I can stay like this. I can even imagine some kind of organization that make it more easy to read. Because if you have too much horizontal stuff, it's very long to read. So sometimes I try to combine them like this. Like that, it's smaller. Good, complete. Oh, this timer I have multiple function, but what we want here is the flow is going there in start, and then the timer will stay for this duration. Let's say 2 seconds, and when it's complete, the flow will pass by this way. It's like water. The flow will go this way and go there to put the color white. Now we can test this, but we need a fake player. Let's create a fake player. 3D object, capsule, and go here on the little gear. Reset. When you create an object, it's always somewhere strange. I don't know why. Okay, I move my capsule up, and now when I will play the game, I will move this capsule. Oh, forget. On the capsule, add component, rigid body. This is for the capsule to be in, to interact with stuff. Let's say it's like an identity of it. It's physics. It can interact. It can have gravity and stuff like this. So I will just lock everything. I don't want the capsule to move by itself. Maybe I can keep position Y to have gravity. Good. Now I can start. My flow is executed in real time. You will see how the code is moving. my capsule, ta-da-da. You see? It's very fast. But you can see here, it's becoming blue. The code is execute. And then when the timer is ended, this is execute. Very simple. You can remark that the timer, when you have a timer, it doesn't mean if I execute 10 times the code before, it will execute 10 times the timer. No, in fact, it will be reset. If I start again, it will be reset. Because I have only one flow, let's say I have only one flow that is moving. It cannot be there and there at the same time. So it have to restart. It's a little hard to understand, but the more you will play with Bolt, you will understand these things. So this is one of the way to do timing. You can also do more stuff based on animation. So I could add an animation here instead. I could have removed all this and just trigger an animation instead. Okay, but the purpose of this tutorial is to explain to you the basic of Bolt. Okay, so now I could work with some more complex stuff. Let's say I have a second trigger, okay? Player detector, cube, I need a second one. Control C, Control V. This one. I need to reference the second one on my script. Loss collider. And I will drag and drop the second one here. Now I can have access. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to touch the first and then the second and do some logic based on that. Now it's more complicated. Okay, so first of all, I would like to save those states. So let's first of all get variable trigger box 2, sorry. I will copy paste this. I will temporarily move this. Okay, so when I pass on the first trigger, I want to remember it, and then when I go to the second one, I want to be sure I pass to the first. But this is starting to be complex for this type of coding, because if you want to code a logic that is step by step and have condition, you will prefer using the logic that is called Bolt state machine. Flow machine is usually execute once, and everything can be grabbed and execute in very fast. Even if I have very simple timing logic sometime, I can still use this. I could do everything in flow graph, but the state machine is more adapted for some other coding. So let's add a state machine. Can I add one here, in fact? State machine, maybe? State. Oh, sorry, I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so Bolt state machine. Good. I show explorer, copy the path. It's just easier to work this way. Put my game object, new, past player detector state machine. Good. So we have our state machine here. Toggle start, make trend. There's a bunch of stuff there is here. So what we want is create new flow state. Okay, this is that. I will start the recording here. I don't know why I went to state machine. I have no idea how it works. Oh my god, that's a failure. Okay. I think I will cut all this part. What a mistake I did there. What an incredible mistake. Oh boy. Hi Oli Sound. Hard. Hi Jamie. Hi Francis. Oh my god. Okay. I will continue the tutorial with other things, but I think I will be more abstract because it's hard to have real case scenario. Let me think a little. Okay, I will do something different. I think I will maybe more do screenshot for a few of those. I was always thinking one of the best way to learn Bolt. Yes, there is the basic to learn, but then screenshot can help us understand some functionality, how to do it. So I will maybe try this now. Maybe I will finish this tutorial first. The basic. Okay, let's continue. So those was the basic of scripting for the triggers. There is so much to do in Bolt. I will show you the basic functions. Branch. Branch is a condition. Let's try to do something depending on a condition this time. We will remove our triggers and sphere. We don't use it anymore. The capsule. All I need is it's just a test script now, so I don't need that. Oh, sorry. I need my sphere. Yes, my sphere. I need it. So I keep the mesh renderer. Good, sorry about this. I put my sphere here. Good. So now I want conditions that will turn my sphere red or green. Good. Add state, start. Okay. So, how branch work? Branch mean you have an input. If it's true, the flow will go this way. Like if it were pipes, and the water don't go the same way. If it's false, it go this way. So let's make a condition. Equal. The flow go this way. The flow go this way. Let's copy paste this and red. Good. I will configure this and I will explain to you. Maybe more. Okay, let me explain to you this test. Okay, the flow start here at the start of the script or the scene, I'm not sure. Then we go into branch. Okay, as I said, you remember when I said there is color code? Purple mean Boolean. A Boolean is a variable that can have only two states, true or false. Yeah. So the input have to be a Boolean, true or false. If the input is true, the flow go this way. Color will be green. If the input is false, the flow will go this way, color red. And for that, we check this condition here, equal. Remember, green mean object is generic, so I can put anything. I put two numbers, is 0. You see, A equal B here. Is 0 equal 3? It's obviously no, the answer. So here it will be false. So this is how you do a condition. Let's start to see what happened. So the ball is red because the condition is false. I will do something interesting. On enable instead of on start. This way I can do that. And we see the flow, which direction is going. Or maybe this is more interesting. Update. So this script would be execute every frame. Instead, let's keep this on. Okay, now it's interesting to see. So you see, as long as this is false, every frame it will execute this. It's not very efficient for us because the color have to be set only once. And to be honest, code should never loop like this. It's just not a good practice, because if you have 100 code running that is always looping but doing nothing, you will waste your CPU time and probably GPU too, and it can get heavy. So, but it's just for an example, so it's fine. So let's change this value for 0 now. Oh, 0 equals 0. Now the branch go to true. We can change this condition to, oh, let's look at this. When you right click, you have all those categories. We are on logic. All those are the logics. We have Boolean equation. Instead of comparing numbers, you can compare Booleans. I made an error right now, so the script stop. Boolean literal. Boolean literal. It's to have a simple value somewhere. That's how it is. Now I can on pause. It will check if there's error and continue. Don't mind the red. It's just not clear. So, or. Or in Boolean mean is A or B equal to true. This condition is false. Now, if is A or B equal to true? Yes, because A is equal to true. Is A or B equal to true? Yes, because B is equal to true. Is A or B equal to true? Yes, because A and B, you know? That's our or. You have other condition too. Logic. Comparison is a more complex one. So I can do A, B. You see, it's blue, so it can only be integer. Integer cannot be like 6.5. No, it doesn't work. It's only round number. So this is just a a fast way to do comparison. You can you can do A equal B. Sorry, you can do not equal, equal, less, less or equal, greater. It's all the same as this big box. But if you want to do complex comparison, you can use this. Okay. Is A greater or equal to B? Since both are 0, it's equal. A greater or equal, true again. Oh, you see now? Since B is greater than A, this condition doesn't work. But I could switch to another one, to this one. Oh, now it's true. I will be honest with you. The easiest way to understand those things is to try it yourself. In all this, if you want to understand something, make you a theory, go some tutorials and do it yourself with very simple tests like this. This is a good test to try conditions. Because if you do that very big program and you are not even sure if the logic is good, it may be very long to debug. So it's good to do micro testing like this of your logic. So those are the conditions. But we can do mathematical operation too. Maths. It seemed that blue can be float too. I'm sorry about that. I don't know everything by heart. So float work too in this. I guess it's all numbers. It's probably all float in background, I'm not sure. Okay. A float number is a number that have partial value. Like 0.2. 75.3, you know, and the condition work the same way. It's nothing very interesting, but I could do divide, I can do multiply, I can do complex function like sinus, like this. You see, some function need the flow. So to do sin, I will need to cut the flow and put it inside. So if I want the sin of this value, I do that. You see? Let's do 3.14. It will be 0 because it's pi. 6, 12, 28. It's 0 again because it's 2 pi. If I do 3.14 divide by copy paste by 2. Sorry about sin. Some of you may not even understand what this is. So let's do 10 divided by 2. It's 5. Is A smaller than B? False. Sorry. A smaller than B? Yes, sorry. So it's true. You see? Play with that. It's important. So those are the mathematical operation and branch. It's very basic. But there is other things that we may need to learn. It's looping. Looping means you have a list of things to do and you have to parkour all those entities and do something. So you have for loop and for each loop. I will explain to you those two for now. So to play with loops, we need a list of something. So I will copy paste this pal multiple times. Let's just say 3, it's enough to say it's a list. And in my input, look at this. Oh no, sorry. Mesh renderer list. Mesh renderer list. This is different than before. Okay, so I have an input of my code that is a list of mesh renderer. I will link all my sphere here. Good. So we have a list of all those mesh renderer that contain the materials. So this variable is not good anymore. Mesh renderer list. And I want to parkour all those items. There. And there. Okay, sorry about that. So, for each item of this list, we already know the type of this variable is a list. So we can put it inside this white paper. Here we see min list. Or if let me show you something interesting. Window, variable. I move this here. Window, graph inspector. I move this here. Those are tools interesting to use with both. I can click on my for each loop graph inspector, and I see what each input and output type are, because you can only connect wire together on the same type. The green one is generic, so it have more flexibility. But if your item or whatever the generic is still not the generic, is like a Tupperware where you can put everything inside, but you are still expecting what is inside. It's like you take a Tupperware in your fridge and you expect it to be pasta, but finally you just remember it was just brown sauce. You cannot make pasta with brown sauce, right? So it will create an error. Probably in your kitchen too. For each loop, for each item in this list, do execute this code. Body will be execute for each item. Exit will be execute after every item has been scanned. So what we are doing here, we are taking each item that are mesh renderer, and we want to set the color to red. For each loop, we scan the list on each item of the list. Take the item that is a mesh renderer, get the material, change the color. Let's test this. Since we change a lot this, oh, it worked, never mind. I can even change the color. Like I said, please don't do that. Every frame changing a color is not efficient. But for our test, it's fine. You see? And look at this now. I will add a branch. You will understand in few moments. Oops, my bad. Almost done. Now the explanation. Okay, what did I do? I took the item, first of all, the flow. It go into a branch. So I know there's a condition that will be true or false. If it's true, the color will be green. If it's false, it will be blue. Connect to this get material from the item that is mesh renderer. Okay, what is this condition? If A is greater than B. Okay. So if the index is greater than 1. What is the index? Index mean each item of this list have an index. 0, 1, and 2 for here. 0, 1, 2. So if it's greater than 1, green, else blue. You see? 0 is not greater than 1. 1 is not greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1. So this one is green. You see, I combine a condition inside a loop. It's possible. And then you can even execute code after this loop, because I loop this, then I can do something else, you know. The for loop is a little more complex to execute. For each scanalize, the for loop is just you have a number of execution. The index start at 0 and here it end at 10, and every loop you increase 1 of this counter. It's less interesting for us right now, but if we will, for example, move something 10 times or something like this, we can use this loop. But for now, it should be fine. Okay, let me think about other building blocks that we need to use. Are you there, Trodal? I need just a little brain break. I will drink some tea. There is so much to learn, my friend. I'm still sorry. I'm still struggling to find a way to teach it to everyone. I think most of my tutorial will be print screen and with a text, with the most case possible, because video can be very long. Right now I have already 45 minutes of video. Let's see, YouTube. No. Okay, let's do something for the 30 next minutes. Since I'm already confused with the tutorial, I will end it here and I will start playing with the state machine. Yes. Okay, so player detector, add component, bolt, state machine. I already made one, so I will use it. Good. Okay, so what is this? What is this? Oh, I see, okay. Oh, I see, okay. That makes sense. Got it. Okay. So, how does state machine work? Like if I was knowing not more than 2 minutes ago. So, a state machine, as it say, it's a machine with states. So, it can only be in one state at a time, and if a condition is met, it will change state. For example, you remember when we had the trigger box here? Trigger box. Remove the rendering. Enable the trigger. Change the layer to triggers. We add trigger box variable. Box no, just collider. Okay, yeah. Trigger box. Good. So we are inside the state machine, right? And we go in the condition here. State start. We want to go to the state flow state, right? So we have to complete this condition. There's nothing here, but we have the output. So let's add on trigger enter of the object variable trigger box. Okay, so if I'm right, when we enter in the trigger with the fake player capsule, exit body, freeze everything. If I'm right, when we enter in the trigger area, we will switch from the first to the second state. One second. Oh, hi VR Jadav. The tutorial I was trying to make objective was to learn the basics of Bolt. I'm not sure if I will keep it. It was quite confusing and long. I'm not know yet. But this is Creator Sunday, so I could be only exploring or learning new something or creating for me. I don't know. I usually change ideas all the time, but I usually try to teach you something that people have difficulty to learn. So either way, people ask questions, ask for tutorials, and I help people with that. So let's test this. Yeah, I'm a newbie in streaming, so sometimes it maybe look messy. And I try to repeat a lot. Okay, boop. And I have an error. Somehow. Missing input from A. Ah, it must be my my other script that is still there. Flow machine, remove component, and try again the capsule. Okay, this is a mistake. Okay. Remove the flow machine because now we have a state machine. The capsule is here. The collider is there. Okay, let's do it. Player detector. Is it graph? Now we are on the start state, and we want to switch to the flow state. Okay, let's see if it's working. It's working. Of course, I know it was working. Is it exploring farming or on land or something? I'm not sure I understand your question, VRGDAV. It's more about creating more than the other thing. Creator, it's called Creator Sunday. So it can be about both programming for Somnium Space, avatar design, item design, Blender tutorial, around those subjects. It's for people to either way learn about something or have an idea what we can do in Somnium Space and how we can do it. So this condition work because the flow went there and it triggered the transition. On the start, I guess I can have code. Update. So it means if I'm in this state, it will always update. Enter state, exit. Interesting. Can I do that? No. Oh, I see. If you just enter the state, execute this code. If you just quit the state, execute the quitting code. Emergency exit. Same for here. So let's try this. Before quitting the start, I want the sphere to change color. So object variable mesh renderer material get color set blue. Okay, so just before quitting the state, I want to switch to blue. Oh yeah, but now I need to toggle start, force enter. Okay, good. I forced the state to be there. And it crashed for some reason. Ah, variable. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Force enter. Go here. It worked. Now let's do something else. On enter state of the next state. This is very interesting because if you have a complex machine and you want the code to execute differently depending on the state of the machine, you may use this. It's very interesting. I love the idea. Both techniques are very compatible. I mean the state machine and flow machine, they both do very complex operation. I would say they both have their use case, because if you do state related logic in a flow machine, it may be complicated because you have to save this. It may be complicated. I say all that, but I it's the first language I learned state machine and those things on the college. Turn to red when you enter in the second state. Force enter here. Now, poop, it did not work. Force enter. Okay. Force enter. State enter. Somehow it did not work. Maybe I have to restart the scene. Both is real time when you edit it, but sometimes you edit so much that it's just need a restart of the scene. So the logic worked as I expected. That's nice. I want to try something now. Experimenting. Bolt, flow machine. Oh. Player detector state. No. Player detector flow machine. Good. I would like to know if I can play with the state machine. Play with the state machine. Okay. State machine 1. No. I have a better idea. I will remove the state machine. I will drag and drop. Yes, it's working. On start event, we start the state machine.
Nebro?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I sit with you again?
Sure. I stopped doing the tutorial. I was not very convinced by the format. What did you say?
I'm gonna watch it. I saw you like doing it. You were going over loops and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm like, I want to explain everything individually with pictures probably and maybe a little text in Somnium Space Guide. But I feel for generic use of Bolt, a little tutorial was interesting. So then I stopped and I was like, at which point should I switch? So I think I will probably release it as it is and see if I can make it more efficient in the future.
Okay,
And
if
then-
you need any help, I would
I mean, it's
be
more
really
about
happy to help you, man, you know?
yeah, for sure. That will be fun.
Yeah.
I was playing with flow machine. Sorry, state machine. Do you see?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw. You
But-
still doing it?
Yeah. And trying something.
So how does the state machines work with a nav mesh? You have in one state like an idle state, and you have that where the nav mesh and the nav mesh agent is?
Let me think. I mean, I will expect you to control the the player of the nav mesh with the state machine, I guess. It's been a while since I used nav mesh.
Yeah, I need to learn it.
But basically, each each state of the state machine is like is literally a flow graph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the transitions between states, you can put a flow graph in there.
Yeah, I
It's really
guess.
nice.
Pretty much.
So what are you gonna do now with the state machine?
I'm just exploring
Mm.
on enter state. What is this? I don't even know. Like, what is this? On enter state.
So when it enters the state, so like
Wait, yeah,
you know
but wait.
how
I'm not in a state machine right now.
you're not in a state? Oh,
Mm-mm.
well, what does that mean? So can you put a state? You have a state unit. Error detection.
Maybe with create errors.
What's the difference between an update and a fixed update?
I never used the fix update, but I think the fix update can be slower. Yeah, fixed frame rate frame, but where did you set up this? Hmm. There's so much things to learn.
Yeah. Where does it?
I don't know.
Where do you put the fixed rate? In the.
I remove it.
Oh.
Hmm. I'm looking if there's something interesting. Huh, once interesting. There's so much things that you don't have in C sharp.
Really?
Yeah. Sequence.
think
Look
these
at this.
These are functions, right? You'd have to write these yourself.
It would be
in
way
C
more
sharp.
complex to do that in C sharp. There's so much thing. It's like it's like two completely different tool. The few logic will be way more easier to do in Bolt because of those, and other one will be way easier to do in C sharp because Bolt doesn't handle well those features.
Yeah.
Look, you have sequence, so I guess every time you enter this, it will roll the sequence. You have ones
Cool.
here.
Automatically?
Yeah. That does trigger, I guess. Hold on, control. while loop. An infinite loop that you have to break.
Is there a break loop?
Yeah. Break loop. I try to work with the event system, but it's interesting.
The add custom event. Then you can.
Okay. No. Yeah. Add custom event. It's very interesting. Yeah. I think it's global. Rendering. Huh. Became visible and becoming invisible. Physics. On collision, on trigger, navigation, on destination reach. Life cycle update, light update, on disable, on destroy, on start, fix update. Look at all this. Input. No, not really useful for us. Hierarchy. On children or parent change. Editor on drag gizmos. Application on application focus, lost focus, quit, resume pause. Animation event. Animation arcade. So much things to learn. Macros. Oops. Variable. Formula. This look interesting. Oh, interesting. That mean be interesting. A plus B multiplied by C. Can I do sin plus sin of D? Nice. Time. Wait until. Capture date time. There's a lot of timing. Cooldown timer, wait for flow. Input count. Capture frame rate.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, but it's probably using time captured at that time. Yeah, it's not very accurate. I've tried many ways, and there's nothing accurate in Unity to get the frame rate. It's always biased. It's never representative of the GPU. It can be 10 times more, you know, or even less. It's more like the frame rate of the scripting. For some reason, the GPU part can be. You remember when you use FPS VR and you have the GPU frame rate and the CPU frame rate? Sometimes those two are not synchronized for some reason. Either way, the GPU part is too heavy or the CPU part is too heavy. I never found a reasonable way of knowing the real frame rate.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Maybe I misunderstood something.
I don't think so. Maybe there is.
Dictionaries. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm transcribing. I think I'm gonna take a break for today.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I've been
I
doing
don't
it.
have more inspiration for today.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mm,
watch over and everything, and I want to talk to you more about doing the tutorials and
yeah, sure.
making the
There's a lot
YouTube.
of work to do, and
Yeah, we'll do
and
it, bro.
ideally, I would like to make screenshot of a lot of special case, like for example, how to scan a list and stuff like this,
Okay.
so people can understand the basics of
All
how
right.
each nodes work.
So do you want to talk about it tomorrow?
Sure. I mean,
All right.
yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Cool.
I think it will be the end of the stream today. Thank you for watching. Again, if you have comments or ideas, you can tell me personally or during the next stream. I don't know if I will continue next time to do both. I will see. Um, yeah, I will see.
Yeah. Thank you, Denevro.
Yeah, sometimes I feel I don't have enough structure.
It's the way of the artist, though. No.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
like this,
Yeah.
you know. I don't like structure, to be honest.